Hey y'all, so originally I was going to talk about something different today, but as you may know, the Heavy Dirty Soul music video dropped last night, and because of it, I have, first of all, been excited and watching it over and over again. But the main thing was that it kind of brought up a lot of things that I have been thinking about lately, anyways, so I thought it would be interesting to talk about. So the main thing about the music video that people have been like theorizing and talking about and what I've been thinking about is the fact that the whole video is very repetitive and has a lot of, the same things over and over again. And what people have been saying is it kind of represents the fact that Blurryface will never be defeated. In each of us. And I think that, yes, there are some things that we can get over or, defeat, but in general, we can't really get rid of the root of where our insecurities and things come from. And so I just think it's important that people kind of look in themselves and find what is the root of their insecurity, or what is the belief that they have about themselves or the world that is affecting them and causing them to act a certain way or to say certain things or think certain things. And when you're younger, people often will tell you whenever you're having a bad day or week or whatever, whenever something happens, they're always telling you that it will get better. And you start to have this mindset that whenever you're older, things will be easier, things will be, more clear, you'll be able to understand things better. It's going to get better once you're older. And the sad kind of truth of the matter is that that's a lie, and that things don't get better, and in fact, usually they get worse. The main thing that I think people are trying to get across is the fact that as you get older, you mature and learn from your experiences, hopefully, and are able to cope better with harder, more difficult situations. But whenever you have this belief that once you get older and you're going to be able to defeat your blurry face, that it's never going to be an issue again, when it does come back around and it is an issue, then you beat yourself up for it. And it's very easy to get attached to our blurry faces and to feel comfortable in, the prison cell. Well, there's that quote about the whole, like, you're in a prison cell, but the door is wide open. It really is something to think about, because it's so easy to feel comfortable in the dark because that's all that you're used to, when it could be so much better if you just walk out into the light. Basically, the main thing that the music video has gotten me to kind of start thinking more about is my relationship with the things that I don't like about myself or my insecurities, those things, and see how I see that, whether I see it as something separate from me or as something a part of me, and whether I think that it can ever really be defeated. And I kind of, right now, I don't really think that that is possible, because as human beings, we are all flawed, and even though, yes, we can overcome certain obstacles and aspects of ourselves, things will always come back and manifest in different ways. And you may be over something that was a difficult temptation or insecurity or whatever, that was a while ago, but it can definitely come back in a different way. I like to think of myself as a person to always be growing. This, the trajectory of my life and my mind and my talents are always going up. And I think that it's really important to think about the fact that it isn't going like this. In fact, it's usually going like this. You're slowly moving up, but you're doing these dips, and you're going down and you're going up, but you're very slowly reaching, you're getting better at things, you're learning from your situations. And the reason why it's important to realize that life is not such a straight linear line upwards is because whenever you are in those lows and whenever you have tripped up, instead of beating yourself up, you should realize that, you're not perfect. Things aren't going to go exactly as you have planned. To hold your plans lightly, because, obstacles will come, things that you didn't realize were going to happen are going to come, and to kind of just take that and build from it, to grow from those situations, to just kind of be okay with where you are and try to be better and try to reach to that place where you want to be. We can take our situations for what they are, learn from them, and apply those lessons to future situations because, we're always going to come across experiences and situations that are similar to ones that we have been in before. And by using the lessons that we have hopefully learned from the previous experience and applying them to where we are now, we can continue that upward trajectory. Or maybe even, sharing that information with a friend or someone that is in need of it. I find that when I am giving advice, often what I say or the advice that I give, I keep an open ear because usually whenever I say it out loud, I realize that I needed to hear that I need to apply that. So I think it's important to evaluate yourself, kind of find what your blurry face is, and separate yourself from that and try and learn from the insecurities and the situations and obstacles that you have in your life. Try to not see them as obstacles but opportunities. And I think that is so important, instead of having the negative outlook on where you are, but have a positive one and always be striving for something better.